Hello and welcome back to Icky Streams. Create above and beyond. Woo! And as you can see here, we are getting ready for today's episode because I'm totally not ready. I was totally not ready, but it's fine. I'm going to take 2 seconds just to say hello. Hello. I'm joking. Oh gosh. Cool. I tell you what, this lava's a bit Larry. Bit Larry. Bit hairy, scary Larry. As somebody else might say. Yeah, I need some blast resistant blocks, and this is going to be our best chap because we are going to be playing today with dynamite. Dynamite. We need to blow up some things. 9 should do. That makes a nice square. We might need more later, but for now that'll do. I'm just in my little caves underneath my base. So we'll go back upstairs and I'll explain exactly what we're going to do. Hopefully. I don't know if it's safer to go out that way or that way. Probably this way. We'll go this way. But yeah, I shall explain once I get up to safety exactly what we should do. Because yeah, I came down here a moment ago and there was mobs all the way over there. They appear to have budged. That's fine. That's nice. I don't know how many torches I have to put down here to stop this, but apparently more than this. Because yeah, 5 seconds ago there was a whole bunch of them just chilling out on that ledge. Yeah. And I was like, hi! Nice to see you here. Like, duck, cover, dodge. But it's all good, We'll get upstairs and I'll explain to you what we're going to do on this episode. And I do apologise that I wasn't here on Wednesday. It was a bit of a week. But it's okay. Change is coming, change is happening, change is coming. So don't stress, don't worry. I didn't go mad. I may have gone mad. But it's fine. I will be fine. Oh, and of course it's daytime, nighttime, thingy, blah, sleep. Right, we are back to relative safety. Relative safety. It's always relative safety because it's never quite 100% safe. I think it was the cows going but for a second I thought something was going to explode. And I was like, how? Because it can't possibly be in my house. But it's fine, it's not the creepers, it's the cows. Right! Turns out I'm a bit jumpy, don't you think? Huh? Right. Enough of that. So, on with the quests. So you saw us last time doing this one with the ferns, and then we baked it and we turned it into these 3 elements which are needed for various next steps. So and we also got the crushing wheels going. As you can see here, we got the wall, the giant crushers, which are lovely. So next step, really technically speaking, and this is very technically speaking, the next step ought to be making this. So contraption 23-2, using mechanical crafters to build TNT. Since most of its slots will have to be supplied individually, and mechanical arm might help for the providing of necessary logistics. Is this one needed? I'd say no. So do you need to have a mechanical crafting wall that continually makes TNT? I mean, it's fun, and it's another challenge, but technically not. No, not really. No, not a thing. Because I believe you can still make it by hand. If you can't, I'm going to cry. Yeah, you can still make it by hand. So why? You can do it like that though, and it's fun, and it's beautiful, and you get to watch it all do its mechanical crafty thing. And we do have a giant wall out there now that of thingies. Hang on, let me go and give you a better look at it, because it is gorgeous. Oh, hello. Okay, so apparently he came out from outside, from downstairs, and came up here for a breath of fresh air. Vicious beasts. Anyway. So as you already know, we have this gorgeous wall over here, and we could use this for making TNT. We just need to power or take a few off and turn it into the thing. But I'd much rather keep this as the thing that makes the crushing wheels. Where's that creeper? Sir? Hello? Hey. That made me really nervous. I saw a creeper and was like, oh, please don't. Oh god, please don't. I'd much rather keep this as the crushing wheel creator and not ham it up and turn it into a TNT thingy. And to be honest, I mean I have got a lot of TNT to be fair, but a lot of gunpowder, as you can very well see. My god, sir, stop it. But there is a reason I say that this might not actually be needed. Okay, there is a reason. There's always a reason, but there is a reason. So, hang on a second, let me restock this because it seems to have stopped. There we go. And we get that guy. Ugh, look at that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Right. Where am I going to stand to do the talk? Here, wait. No, quit. There. Right. Makes complete sense to do talks up here. What are you talking about? Okay. The quest book. So as I was saying, you don't actually need to automate this because there's a reason. There's a reason. There's always a reason. Over here, this one. So ignore this step for a second. This one. Progressing towards inductive coils, blah blah blah, requires a controlled explosion whereby nearby singularities and ender dust are combined. See if you can come up with a circuit to continuously blow up these dropped item stacks. Now here's where it gets, like, read the small print. Read the small print, always read the small print. So, note, ender dust and singularities are consumed in a 1-to-1 ratio, right? 1-to-1 ratio. They do not have to be in the exact same location. One TNT can transform multiple sets of things. So why do I need to make a billion bits when I can just use one? You know? So if I drop a stack of 64 ender dust and a stack of 64 singularities, I can transform all 64 of them in one go. You can see we've got a good couple of crushing wheels. So take one stack of crushing wheels. Look at that for a pocket full of candy. And all we're going to do, as the singularity says, hang on, let me read you it. Over here, the inception, by crushing the crushing wheels, using crushing wheels, a strange anomaly is created and dropped. It's kind of like the whole dividing by one thing, or dividing by zero joke. It basically, this is going to crush these and turn them into singularities. So, chuck them on your conveyor belt, and let them go into the grinder, which is beautiful grinder. And what should happen, hopefully there's enough space in there. I didn't leave much space in there, to be fair. It should crush them once it finishes off with the cobblestone. Apparently cobblestone is the theme of today. Get. Tell you what, let's turn this one off for now. Because it's only going to keep refreshing the cobblestone that's in there, so... I kind of don't want it to do that. Oh my god, pockets full again. Pockets are full again. Send help. Send help. Pockets are full again. Probably don't need the gravel. Right. There we go. The crushing wheels are now being crushed. You can see that because if you... Hey, Morty! Hello, bub. I'm so sorry I wasn't here on Wednesday. My my work life thing has been less than ideal this week. Less than ideal. So yes, we're creating the singularities by crushing the crushing wheel. So this one over here is going to be done in a second, so we'll tick that. And let's go make some TNT the old-fashioned way. And we're going to pop the boxes here. Because, yeah, you are going to need these. You will need these. Trust. So, chuck everything except what you need out of your bags. Because, you will... trust. You will need it. Right. My first recommendation is... I probably will lose the emeralds and then I won't remember where they are. But my first recommendation is build yourself a lovely jubbly obsidian platform. Okay? The reason for being, you're going to blow something up. you want to have it not wreck your base and or otherwise. I would have preferred a bigger base, but yeah, I told you, look, there was creepers right here, but apparently not. That map scares me because yeah, I don't know, whatever. Yeah, build this away from your base. Yeah, right. So TNT is on here. It does recommend you can use like the special items here. So these guys up here, the stock pitch switch spiral and the observer thingy. You don't need it. You don't need it. So take your 64 ender dust and chuck it and then pick it up again. Helpful. Drop it. No, sir. One of those. 64 of those. Stop it. 64 of those. Remember that you've then just chucked out your flint and steel. Light the TNT and run like madness. Okay? Run! Okay. You'll now see there quantum entangled singularities. How about that? So that explosion, task complete. And as you can see, this is why I said empty your bags, okay? And have a box nearby, because this is going to do your head in. It did my head. And it's a real, it's like, you can't even, they don't stack. So just bear in mind. These are a pain. These are a pain. And when you don't have a storage mechanic nearby, I mean, look at that. Right? Yeah. That is annoying, right? Anybody else find that annoying? I found that really annoying when I did this first time. So definitely get yourself space. Right, I'll leave those two in there. Maybe we'll put the flint and steel in here as well. I am going to definitely lose those emeralds. I'll forget where they are. 100% annoying. But that is that done. Okay, that is that done. Hang on, stand still. There, right. So, back to the book. We've done this. And we've done this. Technically. Ta-da! The reactor. We blew stuff up. Nice. We blew stuff up. We all love a bit of exploding stuff. Right. Lovely. We've now got a nice shiny blue quantum entangled singularity. What do we do with that? What do we do with that? Yeah, now go back to the book. So, you can see now we've done all of this top part here. But, here, this bit here. So, do you need to have a machine to do this? I kind of recommend yes, but at the same time, no. So, you want to create a colour pigment. Any colour pigment is fine. Any colour, trust. But, if you want to make a machine, go for it. I'm not going to stop you. What do I do with the... I think it's over here anyway. Yeah, you can make it. You can make it. It's not like the end of the world. You could just also use like a whatchamacallit, a switch that flickers on and off and stuff, so that you can then just pick them up. Oh, hey, look, lead. Oh, I love it. Thank you. Right, so let's go over here, back to the base, because I have some flowers. See, right here. I mean, the other thing you can do is just take some bone meal and just whap your peony with it, or whatever flower you fancy doing. If you have a sunflower, you can use that one. If you have roses, you can use that one. It's just a peony that's in the picture, and 64 of the bone meal will get you 64 of the colour that you need. It doesn't have to be peony, so if you can't find these guys, it can be another one, as you can see. So if you come back over to the quest, you can see it has your favourite colour, and you can have all of the dyes. So if I whip that, you can see all of the dyes. If you really, really fancied it, you could make a squid farm and have black dye for days. Those are your options. You could even use like the whatchamacallit, cocoa beans for brown. So I've got my peonies. If I pop them in there and break them down, you get 2 stacks of the pink. Jobs are good. So I now have my dye. This is the next step. this one's a bit more complicated. You need to mix the entangled singularities with the dye of your choice. We just went with pink because it's easy. For producing a perfected chromatic compound, because you want to move to this guy. And this is what you have to do it. So 1 entangled singularity and 1 dye. Oops. Clicked, wrong button. Will make 1 chromatic singularity. And it will make a number of different colours. Even though I'm putting in pink dye, it will come out in, I believe, 5 different colours. So if you think you're being clever by making magenta, which is the one you need, you're not. It's still going to make all of these different ones. Okay? Yeah. It's complicated. Trust. So, we need to get that going. It will make red, yellow, green, blue, magenta, and if you overcorrect it, you'll end up with a black one, and then it's basically wasted. Yeah, so all of that effort that you did back there, and all of the effort that you did back here, is kind of wasted, because you've lost that item. Is it the end of the world? Nah, it'll happen. It will happen. It will happen. So, just... Right. Let's go here, because it seems flatter. So we're going to go here and we're going to make a bit of a go of it. So, in fact, actually, it might even be better if we link it up to this already, so I don't have to go build it somewhere else, because this is already a chest full of stuff. And this is basically all we need. So we're going to link it up to this. Why not? Why not? So let's go this way for now with it. I swear, like, you see them, don't you? The creepers and stuff underneath the ground. Ugh, creepy. I don't like it. Do not like it. Right. Shafts. And we're gonna go... I don't know how far out we want to go. We could theoretically go all the way out like that, actually. Yeah. And then just run a conveyor belt underneath all of it, because at some point it's going to get in and it's going to get out again. So, basin. Let's go... Let's go here. Yeah. Because then we can take it in that way and then let it out that way as well. Ha ha ha! See this? Very clever. We're using our brain this time. We're using our brains, perhaps. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. The gravel was where there was an interesting tent thingy here before. So I don't know if this is like anything under here. But I mean, I will definitely have to investigate it, because there's gotta be. I mean, look, zombie villager. Might even be able to hear him if he stands still for long enough. Yeah, I can just about hear it. I don't know, it's creepy. I don't like it. The map just makes me terrified. Just makes me terrified. Right. Mechanical press on top of that, because this is going to be smooshing that as it comes down. This is going to be taking these into here. So what we also want to do then is... Probably, let's go this way in. Excuse me, flower. Oh, you reckon that might be a dungeon? Oh, I could have a look at a dungeon. Definitely. I still haven't done the other dungeon, but... Yeah, I still haven't done the other dungeon for starters. I will eventually, I'm sure. I'll get around to it. Trouble is, building machines is a lot more exciting. There. Beautiful. Right. Oh, we need a door there as well. Hopla. Cool. So then we have a barrel here. And a door here. Ba ba da ba. So, we have in here the entangled singularity blobby. We also in here have the colour, because both of those want to get in there and get smooshed. Okay? Just like the picture. Those want to get in there and get smooshed. Plum, 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 plum. And they'll spit out. So we got 2 feeds in, 1 feed out for the chromatic compound to come out of this side. Yaha. So let's link that all up real quick. Who knows, we might even be able to find the weird cave, because we're going to have to go down now, because I'm in the practice at the moment of hiding all of my water wheels, because they all just look awful. Because they all just look awful. So yeah, that's the thing. So who knows, we might find it. I'll either fall into it or something. I'm sure. Because yeah, I want my things to look a bit nicer. So I've been hiding things a little bit more. Like, things that don't look necessarily as nice. Have been hidden. Right, gonna go down. Actually, I probably could have gone down now. Ba, ba, ba. So we go one, and then we go down one. And then we can attach some water wheels here. So let's go 1, 2. And then you'll see that's going to be nice and hidden under here. Right, let's see if this will turn the right way. As Morty says, there's no guarantee. And yeah, it doesn't turn the right way. Lovely. Nice. Okay. That's easy fix. Easily fixed. Because all we do then is get stuck in our own hole. Whip. Whip. Is what we're going to do is we're going to shift when we place them, which should place them the other way around. There you go. And we're going to cover up this side. Like that. Take down this side so that we got some actual space for the water to go. And then get stuck again. Nice. And then get stuck again. Yay! Dude, if only there was all of this in real life. My god, would it be a lot more interesting. It would be a lot more interesting. Right, there's villagers over that way again. Love it. Apparently they like me. Right, so yeah, in order to place it the other way, just shift and place. And then water. And it goes the right way. Look at that. They're doing the thing. Beautiful. Beautiful. Right, close up this. Because I don't need it to be open. Oops, so. Because I then need to put water on this side of the contraption. There we go, lovely. That's now getting the full effect of the power that thing can be creating. There we go, and we've now covered it up, and we've got a whole bunch of singularities in there. Now, nothing should be getting out and getting into here because nothing has happened in here yet. And in fact, it's now got full up of singularities because it stopped there. A-Z. Right. So now we just need to link that guy to this guy. Which I reckon, if we take this and that, so I pop a shaft into that conveyor belt, and then, hey, it goes the right way. Look at that. We've now got the die attempting to get in but not having any space. This is gonna be a thing, by the way. You're gonna have to do this quite a few times to get this to be balanced and all right, because as you can see, it will only hold so much. And these two feeds need to be going at the same time. But it's getting in there, so that's good. That's lovely. So we've actually got most of this together already. We just need to get that powered. And actually, I think we're probably just going to go the usual janky route. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. That'll then come down and go skadoosh. And you'll notice something came out. We'll do it again. Skadoosh. Ah! And you'll see you've got your chromatic singularity now. And even more annoying, this one doesn't even stack 2. This one stacks 1. 1. So this box that I have, it's not going to last long. It's going to get filled up pretty quick. And then it'll basically stop all of this because there's no space for that to get in. 1 is not a stack. 1 is 1. I know. It drives me mad. It actually drives me mad. So yeah, but we've got that bit done. We technically now have that bit done. This bit is now taking our singularities, combining it with colour, and turning it into this happy chappy. Car-da. Right. So we can come back here to our quest thingy and say, yeah, we've done it. Painting space itself. So mix the entangled singularities with the dye of choice. Creates the very essence of colour. What we just need for producing a perfected chromatic compound. There you go. Now this is where this little swooshy bit links up and opens up. Swoosh. So, we have this. We need to make it into that. Technically, we need to make it into that. But you need to do it in a particular order. Don't stress. we'll fix it. So crushing the dyed singularities has a chance to yield smaller little orbs of colour. Since this is not the colour needed for the chromatic compound, you can use item drains for frequency colour correction. So don't stress again, we'll fix it. What this does mean though is that we kind of need to put another crushing wheel in here, because we've got a few now hanging about waiting to be crushed. Yeah, so you literally, with this guy, shove it through another set of crushing wheels. Job's a good one. So what we're going to do, let's go grab... I think I actually have some colour wheels in here. Some crushing wheels. Yeah, I do. Lovely. So we're going to grab one of these guys, and this time we're going to... I can actually see if I can do it the other way up. So, because you've got the option to... There you go. So, much like the water wheel, you can have these standing up like that guy over there. Or have them on their sides like that. Yeah. Yaha. Beautiful. Beautiful. That should get in there. I don't believe this will go underneath those without it crushing. So we just need to get those two powered, and we're laughing, basically. Sort of. So 1 and 2, and then if we come up here, and fall off, promptly fall off. Nice. Yeah, lots of crushing wheels in this one. I do appreciate the whole crushing wheel medley of this this pack. There we go. Sir, on the conveyor belt. Are you kidding me? I don't... no! 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 It's fine. It's fine. This is the... yeah. It's the last episode. I extend the belt more. Do you think so? Let's try that instead then. Hang on. Transfer items. Give me back my stuff, you pain in the... Sir, go away. You're on my conveyor belt. Hang on. Let's get it to be daytime. And then ignore the fact that there's, you know, creepers apparently right on my map. Don't step in the crushing wheels of doom. No. 2. Don't step on the store bays. Yeah. No, you're absolutely right, Redmal. This is 100%. Don't do any of those things. This is why last episode I did include a very big note about, you know, not getting in the way of all of this. Especially if you are playing a there we go. Lovely. Especially if you are playing in hard mode, because my god, would that be really rather irritating. Right, extended belt a bit. That which obviously then has turned that off, but that's fine. If we put a shaft in there, that turns those guys on again. I still don't know if it's gonna crush it. Sir. Get in. Oh, look at that. Oh, you were right. You were right, Wobson. Thank you. You little legend. It's because I didn't have the conveyor belt long enough. Right. Thank you very much. Beautiful. We pop another box there, and you can see now that one singularity has turned into 4 little balls of paint. To then that. To then that. Huh? I'm basically just rebuilding the thing now. But, all good. Right, that's that there. Then take the brass tunnel, put it on the top of that. Take a purple one and slap it in the filter. Beautiful. And then all we do is we pop a box down with a plain funnel on it. We don't need it to be a sensible one. We can just go with whatever. So then if that starts coming through now, anything that's purple, anything that's this lovely magenta, go this way. We'll get out. Which means now we want to pot the basin in here instead and connect that up with the 3 cogs. Blip, blip, blip. So it goes that way still. Never mind the rule of 3. And if that doesn't work, well, cry and go home. Lovely. There. Easy peasy. That should work. So right now, all it will do is it will come through here and it will drain. And then because it's not purple, it will just get into that box. So for now, it's not quite doing what we need to do because we need it to come back this way and do it again. There are a number of ways of doing that. You can just use an arm. So you can put another, like a funnel here. And so you can put another andesite thingy here and a depot and have the arm pick it up and place it back over here. Or you can have it go into a flippificator. I'm probably going to use a flippy because I like the flippy. So we'll flip it back into this using a lovely one of those, probably. And then it'll just go round the system again. The only difficulty with that is if this is running at full speed and you're also flipping back the colours because they're not the right colour yet, this box is going to get overwhelmed very quickly. So I do recommend making a slightly bigger barrel. I believe there are bigger barrels in this. So this here is the regular standard one, and then you've got these upgrades here from metal barrels, which you can use, or you can make these here as well. Basically, then you've got 45, 72, 54, or 81 just by popping a barrel and a cobalt ingot into a smithing table. So that's probably what we're going to do, is we're going to get ourselves a flippificator and then make a cobalt one here so that we can then just giggle. So we can just then giggle. And the finished item that we need should all end up there rather than being anywhere else. So then this will end up with all of the magenta colours. Yeah, because we don't want to overload this chest because it's already full. If we then start trying to chuck stuff back into it, it's going to remain full, and that's going to be annoying. So yeah, lovely, lovely, very good, nicely. Right, I need my gearbox so I can then attach the cog on it with the wrong. Literally saw myself doing that and was like, no, that's not going to work. Lovely. And then we're just going to grab this guy and pop him over here. And then we've, just like that, managed to move all of this mess because it was doing it the wrong way around. And I mean, we all knew that was going to happen. I was going to put it the wrong way around. So now, just for show's purpose, just because we're getting towards the end of the episode now, we're going to pop a thingy there. I won't leave it on there because it's going to just keep going. I don't need it to keep going right now. But you can see the colourful things are coming out. And they are coming in this way and they're getting drained. And this, you can see it stopped there because that basin got full. But now that we've turned that around the right way, it's going to drain it and let things continue. And anything that is magenta, which is the colour we need, is going to end up in that box over there. So this is now working. Lovely jubbly. Very good. I don't know how that one ended up in there. But it's probably because it hasn't... do you know what it is? It's because it hasn't gone around, so it hasn't flipped. Because when it flips, it'll be checked again to see if it's the right colour. And if it is, it'll do what that guy does. So once it's flipped, then it'll check it. But yeah, not bad going. Not at all bad going for episode at all. So we can check that as well. So, oops, draining the colours essence one or too many times will create a mundane paint ball not able to be used in any further processing. So lovely. I mean, that we've done, what? 1, 2, 3, nearly 4, 5, all of that. It's like 10 steps, right? Not shabby. Not at all shabby. I might need to speed this guy up a little just so he can keep up with the production. But we'll see, we'll see. So yeah, not at all shabby. And we've got the magenta paintball. So, that, I think, we'll leave it there for now. Let's have a look. Yeah, look at that. We've already got a good amount. So what's 10, 11 of them. Ha ha! So next episode, which is next Wednesday, You'll see us turning it into the next step. So we're going to go for colours refined. So using mechanical crafters once more to refine the paint into chromatic compound. You shove it into a mechanical crafter, 4 of which will make a chromatic compound. At which point then you're on to flash. This bit here. So when dropped as an item, the chromatic compound will absorb light around itself and eventually will turn into refined radiance, this guy. Auto placing light emitting blocks near the drop compound, or supplying a light such as torches, or throw it into a beacon for free and instant conversion. You can probably guess at this point what I'm gonna do. Yeah, we're gonna throw it into a beacon. It's the only way forwards. Which means we're gonna have to get some we're gonna have to get the wither down for that, because in order to make the beacon you need to have the wither. Yeah. So that is going to come up. So I'm going to spend a bit of this weekend probably farming up some wither skulls, just so you guys don't have to sit through that painful process, because it does take a mo. It does take a mo. But yeah, pretty chuffed with that. So thank you guys for joining me for this episode, and I shall see you for the next one where we take on the wither boss. Dun dun dun.